Amazing penthouse views make for the perfect vacation home.
I'm Sandra Diaz Velasco. I'm an architect and interior designer. Originally from Colombia, my company's name is Eolo Designs. We are specializing in high-end residential, hospitality, and commercial projects.
Sandra knew she could check off all the items on her client's design wish list, but the unique shape of the property posed some design challenges. She literally had to think outside the box to come up with innovative design solutions, and we'll see the results here on today's SoFlo Home Project. Welcome to SoFlo Home Project. Today we tour an amazing beachfront penthouse designed by award-winning architect Sandra Diaz Velasco of Eolo Designs. This particular property is quite unique. None of the rooms are traditional box-shaped spaces, which poses some design challenges. Sandra rose to the occasion, pulling out all the stops, creating luxurious yet functional spaces and maximizing every square foot of this condo. Let's go check it out. This 2,400 square foot beach condo has 3 bedrooms and 3.5 baths. The oddly shaped floor plan of this property created many design challenges. Sandra was able to utilize every square inch to create unique, luxurious spaces. Sandra, it's a pleasure to see you. Hi. This is quite a space. Stunning as it is, I need to know, how did you tackle this floor plan and really divide the space to make it functional?
Well, it really was a challenge because the plan layout is neither all straight or all curved. It's a mix of both, and that renders odd shapes. So that was the first thing to solve with geometry. We have to do like a game, that's how I call it, like a game of geometry and shapes. For example, here we see it between a square and a circle, which in essence is the whole space. Being this a penthouse project, you will assume that we're gonna have very generous ceiling heights. That was not the case here. We had to play with that challenge.
Did you create all of the different ceiling detail in here?
Yes, they define a well-designed space.
And then you're able to dictate where the lights go, yes. Which brings us to the fantastic lights over that dining room table. Tell us about that.
I know you like them.
I love them.
You know, they like water bubbles. They created a balance between that column that was too heavy and this side here, so it gives you some sort of a symmetry.
It juxtaposes both
yes,
so nicely and really creates a beautiful entry, because these are the first things you see when you walk in this space. And now in this area, there was a bar in here, and you've really changed up this space. Tell us a little bit more about how you did that, because it looks like design magic to me.
Thank you. Well, it was very difficult because there was not such a big space for the living room and dining room. So what we did was to push back walls. This is the result. We got a better space.
It's a wonderful, spacious room. There's a beautiful screen that I'm looking at right here. Does this move? I see the TV, looks like it's behind it.
This is a formal living room that had to meet the function of a family room.
It's gotta be bold.
And I love technology. I love my technology.
Don't we all? But we don't always love to see it, right?
I know, exactly. Why do you have to see it? So we had the TV there, and I was looking for a solution and a way to make it look pretty, and that created that sense of layering and transparency to it. And you know, we were playing with the geometric shapes again, so we custom designed that screen to serve that purpose.
It's perfect. The space is so rich with so many layers and textures, and that's just one other great focal point. Coming up on SoFlo Home Project, the challenges of working with odd-shaped rooms is turned into opportunity. Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. We're experiencing true luxury living as we tour an amazing penthouse designed by Sandra Diaz Velasco of Eolo Designs. Next to the great room, we find a uniquely shaped home office space. The custom design takes advantage of every square inch of this room, making it feel spacious and luxurious. From what I understand, this was never quite an actual room on the original floor plan, right?
Exactly. What we decided to do was to take a little bit of square footage from the master bedroom and use it on the other side as a little office. The shape is very odd.
But you played perfectly to that, because the way this feels, it feels quite private, even though it's open to the views, open to the room. And then you have this cute little nook where you could sit down and enjoy the view as well, in addition to the desk.
Yes, yes. Well, that helped me define the entrance to the space. The space has to function. Yeah, all forms, which, you know, they're pretty, but they need to serve a purpose and have function.
Absolutely.
So form follows function and vice versa.
You took advantage truly of every square foot of this space with storage and great division.
Yeah.
And this is such a great, unique, little carved out niche. And there are some more that we're gonna see in just a bit. But first, let's see what Tat Granada from Florida Home Improvement Associates has for us. I had the opportunity to meet up with Tat at his latest project. So now we're here in the kitchen touring another gorgeous space designed by Sandra Diaz-Velasco. The kitchen and breakfast nook come together to create another unique space. This room is full of personality. Its many design details make it for a fun place for family meals.
This unit, it's a mix between straight lines and curves and all that, so intersections sometimes are kind of difficult to approach, and transitions from space to space, you know, they pose a challenge. This was one of the case. So what I decided to do is like, okay, make that challenge again an opportunity. So we design a very nice sculptural table leg in marble.
It's a phenomenal focal point. And what's also interesting is, given the spatial confines and like the angles of the wall, you fit a ton of appliances and made this so functional in such a uniquely shaped space.
Yes, I don't know.
Kudos to you, because you found storage, you found room for the appliances and for beauty.
Yes, survival mode, I think.
It's a great play on a lot of different textures in this space.
Yeah.
And what I love about that is you really did manage to carry from the kitchen to the breakfast nook, which we're going to go check out now.
Yes.
All of the rooms flow together with the paneling, with all of what you built in here, and it really gives a nice cohesive feel.
Yes, that's the idea. Like, it's difficult when you have a very open layout to divide and make transitions and give character to every space. So a way to do that is through shapes and textures and creating that balance. Because I have a lot of cold materials like the wood and the marble, and all, so I needed to balance that out. And this kind of, I think it gave us a cozy feeling.
Looks like a great little place to enjoy the view and a meal. Coming up next, this beachfront penthouse tour continues in the master bedroom, which will not disappoint. Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. We've toured some pretty incredible spaces so far, but be prepared to be wowed, because some of the best is yet to come. We're here again with Sandra Diaz-Velasco of Eolo Designs. And Sandra, this bedroom, from the looks of it, is just as incredible as everything else. The master suite takes up an entire wing in this penthouse. It's the true definition of modern, luxurious design. Sandra, this headboard is absolutely incredible.
Well, this was a question of scale. I don't have high ceilings, and that's why I played with a lower, exactly, like a little lower headboard, and then a lot of play of paneling.
And I love the way the millwork just kind of juxtaposes this beautiful, you know, wall-to-wall, almost upholstered paneling. It's great. And now I noticed you did a lot of layering with rugs. Was the shape of the room the reason you kind of...
Exactly. It comes again with the layout and the shape of the unit. All these connections and intersection between straight lines and curves, the result is this connection that you need to solve somehow. So I didn't want to have a wall-to-wall carpet because I wanted to highlight the marble floors, but I came again to play with geometry, sort of define spaces or subspaces. Kind of it gives their own identity to those little niches.
Now, this room has stunning views, beautiful furniture, but no TV?
I'm not a fan of TVs in the room, but it's hidden, it's concealed in the ceiling. As we were saying, no, we love technology and we love innovation, but we don't always want to see it. So here's another sample of it.
This way, the view's not obstructed and they can enjoy the view. You don't need another piece of furniture underneath
that
it.
was a prerogative. Like, the view was the main thing.
And now I noticed there's another one of those beautiful gates. Does this move?
the
Panel.
massive vast.
Next on SoFlo Home Project, we left the best for last. We're sure you've never seen a space quite like this one. Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project, and we continue the tour of this gorgeous master suite designed by Sandra Diaz-Velasco of Eolo Designs. An open concept bathroom and closet area complete the master suite. It's the perfect blend of luxurious style and modern function.
This space, it was in fact two spaces in one. The entrance was located in this area, and you will enter to the closet and bathroom area through here, and a wall will divide through the middle both spaces. So you will end exactly. It will be like a very long bathroom, and then you will enter through here to a dark closet. Labyrinthic, I will call it, because I remember, and it was a natural light coming through. And why have it so dark? I wanted this space to be floated with natural light.
You have this gorgeous curved mirror light fixture and then the vanity below.
Yes.
How did you come up with this concept? Because it's
Well,
wonderful.
it was well, if we had challenges in the other spaces, this was the master of the challenges. When we united both areas, we end up with a really long space, and we will be entering from a sideways. I always want the feature to welcome you as you enter to a space.
Absolutely.
And this was not the case.
It was very difficult. What did you do?
Well, we had to design it.
So
we
it's
had
custom.
to design it. Yes, we had to do it.
It's an incredible piece because when you see it, at first it's sculptural and also it serves as great light, and is this all LED lighting that's throughout?
Yes, it had to serve firm. It had to serve a purpose.
Sandra, you did such an incredible job of bringing the outdoors into this beautiful condo. So I think it's now time to check out the outside. Let's go. All right. Sandra, we are on the final stop of this beautiful tour. Tell us a little bit about your inspiration behind this space.
Well, this was a little bit of a challenge because the owners bought the unit with this on, and it was always for me a challenge to have it because it kind of broke the space in half. So I needed this to integrate better than be an obstruction. So what we decided to do was kind of camouflage it with this, and that's how
You did this
everything came
perfectly.
out.
I feel like boxwood is such a popular, outdoor treatment.
Yes.
And I've never seen it used like this, and this is genius. It's just a beautiful way to camouflage what is a hot tub.
Yeah, so you have to, think outside of the box and see how things can be in your favor.
And what I noticed, what's really so great about this outdoor area is that when you're inside the unit, both little seating areas are created. Just adds like such a nice visual aspect when you look out at the view.
I know. I am proud of my team and thankful to my clients that gave us this opportunity to do what we have so much passion for.
You did a fantastic job. The place is absolutely stunning, and I hope you enjoyed being here. We enjoyed having you touring this amazing condo.
Oh my God, thank you so much. I'm so happy you came and so happy that you gave us this opportunity to show what we love to do.
Your work is truly incredible.
Thank you.
And to the viewers, thank you for watching, and we'll see you here next week on another episode of SoFlo Home Project. If you missed